In August 2010, I embarked on a journey to meet a continent. When I arrived, I was welcomed by the smiling faces, the Sevillanos, in Andalusia, Sevilla, Spain.
Ese amor llega sin esta manera, no tiene la culpa. Caballo le dan sabana, porque muy despreciado, por eso no te perdono llorar. Ese amor.
Sevilla Cathedral is the third largest in Europe, after St. Paul's Cathedral in London and St. Peter's Basilica in Rome, but measured by volume, it surpasses them both. The cathedral is entered via the Puerta de San Cristobal on the south side, just inside of which is the tomb of Christopher Columbus. The cathedral was completed in just over a century, 1402 to 1506, quite an achievement given its size and Gothic details. Along with the city's Alcazar and Archivo de las Indias, Sevilla Cathedral was designated a World Heritage Site in 1987.
Tú eres mi vida, la fortuna del destino. El destino te desaparado. Lo mismo ya callé, lo mismo soy yo. No te encuentro lavando. Eres posible, no te encuentro de verdad. Por eso un día lo cuento así de nada. Lo mismo ya callé, lo pienso en ti. Bambolea, bambolea, porque mi vida yo la prefiero vivir así. Bambolea, bambolea, porque mi vida yo la prefiero vivir así.
In 1929, Sevilla hosted the Spanish-American Exhibition. A number of buildings were built for the exhibition in the Maria Luisa Park. On the park's edge was built the current Plaza de España, which at the time showcased Spain's industry and technology exhibits. The plaza is a massive half circle. The building runs continuously along the outside of the half circle, while a large fountain is located in the center. One can easily spend several minutes here just walking around the courtyard. The buildings are now operated by fully functional government offices.
Bambolea, bambolea, porque mi vida yo la prefiero vivir así.
Even more stunning is the Plaza de España at night. Upon the completion of the renovation of the plaza, we got a chance to hear some true, live flamenco. Let's take a second and listen in. Located behind Plaza de España is the Parque de Maria Luisa. El Torre de Oro, or the Tower of Gold, is a structure used for harbor defense. It was also used for storage of goods brought back from the New World. It currently houses a small naval museum. The river you're viewing right now is called the Guadalquivir River. It is one of the most significant rivers in Spain. It is the longest in Andalusia at 408 miles, and the fifth longest in Spain. When conquistadors adventured to the New World, it was through this river they brought their treasures back to their home country. There's also a great river to take boat cruises down at night, sunset, or the day. In AD 711, the Moors from North Africa changed bullfighting to a ritualistic occasion observed in connection with feast days. Today the bullfight is much the same as it has been since about 1726, when Francisco Romero introduced the sword and the muleta. Almost as heavily rooted in Spanish culture as the bullfight is the love of football. La Casa de Pilatos, or the House of Pilate, is surrounded by uncertain legends. The building was certainly finished by the Marquis of Tarifa after a return from a grand tour of Europe and the Holy Land in the mid-16th century, and the Italian Renaissance element shows infatuation with what he'd seen. La Casa de Pilatos has a grand imperial air, with ancient statues, elaborate tiles, a courtyard fountain, and elaborate ceilings. Its mix of Mudéjar and Italian Renaissance elements proved massively influential. Originally a Moorish fort, the name comes from the Arabic word for palace. The Alcazar is one of the finest remaining examples of predominantly Mudéjar architecture in the country, but that only begins to tell the tale. This seemingly exquisitely designed palace, still designated as an official royal residence, has in fact been added to continuously over the years. The fascinating thing is that, with this profusion of Mudéjar, Gothic, Renaissance, and Baroque styles, the Alcazar has such a wonderful feeling of unity about it. No reference to the Alcazar would be complete without reference to the delightful gardens. Andalusia has many beautiful gardens, but those of Sevilla lose little in comparison with any of them. Buried in the heart of the city is La Universidad de Sevilla. Traveled into Granada, Spain, and with it, the Alhambra. The first historical documents known about the Alhambra date from the 9th century. During the next 2.5 centuries, the relationship between the Alhambra and the city of Granada was that of Medina and its fortress. It is currently an artistic historical monumental group with 4 clearly distinguishable zones: the palaces, the military zone, the Medina, and the villa, all of them surrounded by woods, trees, gardens, parks, and vegetable gardens. You are now looking at an oversight view of Granada City. first international trip took me to Lisbon, Portugal. Lisbon's history dates back 300,000 years. However, it emerged as a nation-state in the early 12th century and ranked as one of the world's longest founded cities. The earthquake of 1755 nearly destroyed the entire city. The city was rebuilt and new avenues were added. Today, Lisbon is one of the most beautiful capitals of Europe, while still maintaining the marks of its early glorious history. Later on my journey, I discovered Portugal even further, through the beach town of Lagos, Portugal. On my first true excursion, I traveled north to Amsterdam, in the Netherlands. The city was rich with music, culture, and history.
Don't you feel it growing day by day? People getting ready for the move. Some are happy, some are sad. Oh, we gotta let the music play. What the
18th, myself and a group of friends traveled north to Denmark. There we found the capital city, Copenhagen. Copenhagen is the largest metropolis in Scandinavia and is considered a center of culture and art.
And the crowd is growing bigger. Listening for the happy sound. Got to let them know. Listen to the music. Listen to the music.
As gorgeous a city as any could be, it was only matched by its electricity at night. We arrived this weekend to enjoy a house concert, which would house 30,000 people. Among the 30,000 characters of this event, I guess I was only a little surprised to run into friend and Mary Washington colleague Michael Walter. The most dramatic and culturally shocking excursion I took part in took me into the heart of Morocco. With the help of our tour guide, we navigated through the largest Medina in the world, located in Fez, Morocco. Doing our best to enjoy the local culture, we embraced as many local activities as we could find. As in any great trip of self-exploration, we traveled towards the desert. In this case, the Sahara Desert. Upon our arrival, we found a camping site and a dining facility waiting for us. But don't let these luxuries deceive you. They in no way match the beauty that surrounds us during the morning, throughout the day, and into the night. As the sun set on our final night, our host threw us a party, Moroccan style. On a 5-day break from our studies in Spain, fellow Mary Washington colleague Matt Vasquez and myself hitchhiked from Cork to Kilkenny, Ireland.
Hi diddly day dum diddly doo day dum diddly doo day diddly day day. Hi diddly day dum diddly doo day dum diddly doo day diddly day day. Let grasses grow and waters flow in a free and easy way. But give me enough of the fine old stuff that's made near Galway Bay. And policemen all from Donegal, Sligo and Leitrim too. We'll give them the slip and we'll take a sip of the real old Mountain Dew. Hi.
Finding solace in our destination, we took some time out to enjoy the nightlife. The Kilkenny Castle, where my parents married, was a great place to rest. After our rest, we traveled to Castlecomer, where I met up with some familiar faces on my mother's side of the family. Continuing north, we reached our final destination, the capital city of Dublin. Filled with traces of Catholicism and Viking influence, it paled in comparison to the local culture. Guinness was founded in Dublin in 1759. It was first brewed by Arthur Guinness in a disused brewery, which he leased for 9,000 years at the rate of £45 per annum. Guinness Limited now has breweries in 51 countries, and Guinness Stout is drank in 150 countries. Over 10 million glasses of Guinness Stout are drank every day worldwide. On the first leg of my final trip, I took a solo mission to 3 different countries in 5 days. I traveled to Prague, Czech Republic, Budapest, Hungary, and Istanbul, Turkey. You're currently viewing Prague.
When it's music that you need. And the rhythm.
The Charles Bridge was built by Peter Parler and finished after his death at the beginning of the 15th century. The Charles Bridge over the River Vltava is definitely one of the most beautiful places in Prague. It is the oldest bridge in the city, and it spans the river with 16 pillars. It is lined with statues and lamps, and this scenery together with the Gothic bridge towers on both ends made the Charles Bridge my favorite monument in Europe. If viewing fireworks from the bridge is an image I will never
Let the
forget.
sound surround you. Break the boundaries down, down.
In 1988, the John Lennon Wall was a source of irritation for the communist regime. Young Czechs would write on the wall, and when the communist regime erased the marks, it led to a clash between hundreds of students and security police on the nearby Charles Bridge.
Young, you wanna live like you've already lived. Young, you wanna use what you've been given.
You are now viewing the beautiful overlook of Budapest, Hungary. The emblems of Budapest. No tour can be complete without viewing the Fisherman's Bastion and Matthias Church.
When you're lying in your bed and the sound's still in your head, let it spin around you, takes you back again, again. Young, you wanna
You are now viewing the wonders of Istanbul, Turkey. Bursting with history, connecting Europe to Asia, I viewed the Blue Mosque as well as the Hagia Sophia during my brief stint in Istanbul, Turkey.
Separating you and I, but there's no real reason. Take what you can get, she's never asking why. Now
Nearing the end of my time in Europe, my family flew from the US to spend the holiday season with me. We began our journey in Rome, Italy.
what you feel, boy, the heat. Oh, I feel something. What you feel, boy, the beat. Breaking to the system. These walls between us are just way too high. Bend light in a prism. 7 colors flashing in your eyes. You must try to escape it, or you'll never ever see the light. If you buy my story, I'll take you and I'll move you and I hope you think it's true.
You are currently viewing the Pantheon under construction.
The heat. Oh, I feel something.
The Trevi Fountain is the most famous and arguably the most beautiful fountain in all of Rome. The central figure of the fountain is Neptune, god of the sea. The water at the bottom of the fountain represents the sea. Legend has it you will turn to Rome if you throw a coin into the water. You should toss this over your shoulder with your back to the fountain. The history of the Colosseum speaks for itself, as do these breathtaking images taken at night. Next stop, Lucerne, Switzerland. One of the most interesting things I found in all of Europe were the walking trails between towns in Switzerland. I took about 3 hours out of my day and walked these trails. I watched young sledders sled down mountains, and I viewed the Alps in the background of all of this.
Oh, I feel something. What you feel, boy, the beat.
Je voudrais partir jusqu'à la mer, allongé sur le sable.
As our time in Lucerne ended, we traveled to Zurich, inching closer to my final destination of Paris, France.
Restez encore, restez jusqu'à m'en saler le corps. On serait juste toi et moi, près d'ici ou là-bas, sans règles dignes et sans foi. Quand tu veux, on y va. Toutes les couleurs du ciel, à plein de bouteilles, du rhum, du vin, du miel. Quand tu veux, on y va.
We are now in Paris and riding along the Seine River.
Caché par les dunes, entre terre et mer, voler un peu de paix, des refrains à la mer. Bien sûr tu serais là, moi blotti contre toi. Je te raconterai ce rêve. Quand tu veux, on y va. On serait juste toi et moi, près d'ici ou là-bas, sans règles dignes et sans foi. Quand tu veux, on y va. Toutes les couleurs du ciel, plein de bouteilles, du rhum, du vin, du miel. Quand tu veux, on y va. Ici on vit caché, ici on vit damné. Ici le temps se compte, on frustre nos hontes. Là-bas tu peux mentir, là-bas tu peux tricher, là-bas on peut salir, là-bas on peut être juste toi et moi.
The beautiful structures that line the streets of Paris can only be matched with the life that is found in the walkways between those streets.
Toutes les couleurs du ciel, plein de bouteilles, du rhum, du vin, du miel. Quand tu veux, on y va. On serait juste toi et moi.
Now for a few more personal images. These are the amigos and amigas I met while I was in Spain. These people made this trip something special, and they're people I'll never forget.
I don't wanna be another one. Paying for the things I never done. Don't let go to my love.
something in your eyes. I see the eyes of somebody I knew before, long, long, long ago. But I'm still trying to make my mind up. Am I free or am I tied up? I change shapes just to hide in this place, but I'm still an animal. Nobody knows it but me when I slip. Yeah, I slip. I'm still an animal. I change shapes just to hide in this place, but I'm still an animal. Nobody knows it but me when I slip. Yeah, I slip. I'm still an animal. I change shapes just to hide in this place, but I'm still an animal. Nobody knows it but me when I slip. Yeah, I slip. I'm still an animal. I change shapes just to hide in this place, but I'm still an animal. Nobody knows it but me when I slip. Yeah, I slip. I'm still an animal. I change